Yo, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Now, we are going to obviously get into the cryptocurrency markets tonight and what has happened over the weekend and what is happening right now with the Bitcoin retracement, because we were pretty strong above 64,000 and now we have taken a bit of a dive. But I think we're still in the cards for the trajectory and the plan for getting to $150,000 per Bitcoin in December. Now, that might even be not bullish enough, according to Michael Saylor, who thinks Bitcoin is going to be going to $350,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the year. Now, that is a mega bull case, and I want you guys to put in the chat what you think Bitcoin is going to be going to by the end of the year. I would love to know your thoughts in the chat. Put your thoughts in the chat. Put your pepes in the chat. And welcome everyone to the second show of the day. We like to keep it nice and spicy. Keep it nice and fun on this channel. And I want you guys to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Ding the bell to be notified when I go live and whenever I release crypto content, and you will not miss a beat with what is happening in the markets. All right, so we want to lock in. This is it. Lock in. We had Nick posting that video a couple days ago. For some reason I couldn't find his Twitter, his X account. I could not remember the full name of it, but he said, "This is it. Lock in." So that's what we're doing, but we've been locked in. We're locked in. We've made the moves. We've learned the lessons. We're in our second and a half cycle as you would. We've been in the market since January of 2021 when we first started to discover crypto, send our first transactions. And ever since, we have just been experiencing the roller coaster that is crypto. But the whole key and the whole point is to stick with it, learn more, and you will be one of those ones that does not round trip your bags, actually takes profits, but then still is in the markets even in the bear. That's the most important thing, is that you don't actually leave, you stay, but with your profits. It's almost like you took the profits, you get to reap the rewards of still building in this market even during the bear. And that's where we're going to get into some of the altcoins that were actually doing that thing where during the peak of the bull market in 2021, these altcoins and all these projects, you know, they got hype, they got valuation, they got liquid, liquidity coming in, and so they either took that money and ran, or they took that money, reinvested it into the chain and into their projects, and kept building through the bear markets. And so we are going to outline some of those projects that have just stuck around and kept building. One of them being Shiba Inu, one of the SHIB from the last cycle, doing some work. And then also we can get into some of the other projects we think are doing well that are from that old cycle, but then stood the test of time. But then we're going to get into some of the new things. I know you guys like the new stuff as well. We're going to get into some of the controversial news with the Telegram founder, Pavlov, being arrested in France. And there was this interesting tweet that I can't remember exactly who posted it. I'll have to go and find it, but they were saying how this girl was basically with Pavlov for the past week or couple weeks, and had been posting all their locations and geo data through their whole hangings up until going to France, where indeed he wanted to take this girl on a date to France. And then maybe I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh no, did he get psyoped by this chick? That would be just man, That would be terrible. I don't know, but I don't want to come to conclusions. But we got this interesting break of RFK Jr. just told Tucker Carlson that he'll be on Trump's transition team and will be helping to pick personnel for Trump's second term.
Announcement with Donald Trump on Friday. It's now Monday, I think, which is 3 days ago. How do you spend from here until Election Day?
I'm going to work to get him elected, and I'm working with the campaign. We're working on policy issues together. I've been asked to go onto the transition team, and to help pick the people who will be running the government, and I'm looking forward to that. And I
corrupts the whole enterprise.
Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you, if you agree, disagree, if you think this is a good opportunity for union and just kind of coming together, the meeting of the minds. Let me know what you think. I've always, if you've been watching this channel for a while and you've caught my live streams, because I've done a lot of live streams, been streaming 2 times a day, Monday through Friday. And so at points when we have been analyzing this and thinking, what would be like the ultimate, dream, kind of like dream team would be like having a guy like RFK Jr. with what he stands for and the history of his family and what has driven him to fight for the things that he fights for. And then you pack that with Trump, and you could say whatever you want about Trump, but the guy is a dang fighter, and it feels like he's fighting for something. And whether you think that's for us or for his own benefit, that's up to you to decide. That is, that is 100% your right to decide, and we will not make you feel bad for what you have, for what you decide. That's the whole beauty of America and beauty of being an American, is that we definitely will not agree on a lot of things, but man, we can definitely agree on some of the most basic things, and we kind of know, I guess, what most of those are. But hey, we can agree on crypto. I can tell you that we can agree on crypto. So, and that's why you guys are here. You want to hear about crypto. You don't want to hear about all this politic BS. You want to hear about the Bitcoin price. You want to know if Bitcoin is going to actually bounce off of the range of 62,000, because if it doesn't bounce off of 62,007 right now, which it just did, thank the Lord, then we would be going back down into this range, which would not be very, very nice for the altcoins. The altcoins would get wrecked, and the market would carry down right back into this wedge where basically, Bitcoin formed a bull flag. If you haven't seen that, Bitcoin has formed a bull flag on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. If you look the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame, it formed a bull flag. We did break out, but we got rejected. So we hit some resistance up here. You can see we had some key resistance up here that actually brought us pretty hard to the downside when we tried to test from this range the last time. If you see here, we actually wicked into the 618. We bounced off the 618. We tried to test back up over it to get to the 786 here, which was the 66,000, which we've this is the key level that we were trying to break up to, was that $66,000 level for Bitcoin, and we indeed didn't make it. But what's great is that if we can establish a sideways, a kind of even just a sideways channel here to still trade into strength, and the RSI looks good. The MACD, I don't like how the MACD on the 4 hour kind of looks a little nasty. I will admit, like, that doesn't look good. I don't like that. I want it to look like something more so like this. Because then that's actually where you start to see more of that upwards momentum trading up in a channel, in a good one. We established on this trend line higher lows going from the bottom, even from here, And if you watched the Moon show this morning, where me and Da Vinci were talking about, we were comparing our charts, like I had just done a little bit of this TA and said, you know, if we're on track of just even just bouncing off the trend line, or we stay clean to this trend line, then we're in the cards to be trading back up into 70,000, you know, pretty quickly, and we could see what happens in this week. It's just Monday, so, but we did have a little bit of, if we look at the daily here on Bitcoin, bit of a red close. So, but I do like on the short-term time frames here, you can see that we have bounced off of this level, this 62,007 level, which is good. So that's good. That shows we have a little bit of strength here. We could be just bouncing off of this range and going back to test up those levels, which would be nice. It would be nice. But yep, we did hit some pretty key resistance right here at the $65,000 level, especially with that wick, and the Bollinger Band was like, you can see when we get like a big, kind of like a big swoop, and then it doesn't actually trade up like consistently into the band, and it just starts to form like a overage, then, and it starts to trade below the 20 SMA on the line, then that can be your signification of a market move to the downside. When you're looking at Bitcoin with the Bollinger Bands and comparing it also with the 200-day moving average, and the 20 SMA. Looked at the 20 SMA, actually right here, the 20 SMA and the 200-day moving average crossed right here. And if you look, right when it crossed, we got to move to the downside. So that's actually, if you're a TA person, you could say that, okay, if we get crosses on this 20 SMA on the 4 hour, on the 200-day moving average, and the 20 SMA, then we get a move to the downside. And so you could potentially, play off that, short the market. We were just scalping our trades to the downside and to the upside. As you can see here, in PEPE, our entry was right here. We got in right before the breakout, and we have just been selling at portions of where the market was pumping. We didn't get it, all the way exactly at the top, but we took some decent profits. And so for the market's going to reverse here, this would be a great level to be getting back in if you were taking profits, and to get back into the trades, because that's what we did. We kind of just scalped these trades all the way down to the bottom, took some of the profits, and now we can get back in safely. And we have stop losses set too. We have stop losses set for all these trades. We've kept them protected, and we were going to make money regardless on these trades, implementing our strategy that we've been talking about and that we've mentioned on this channel. And yeah, so I think we might actually put in some limit orders on some of these trades to kind of because it's actually looking pretty decent for these particular altcoins. So we could get back in with a little bit more margin. We're gonna limit order. This is on Pepe, so we're gonna do 10. We're gonna do half. Do this, and gonna add into that. Hopefully we can get that in. We're gonna add into Doge. Doge is looking like it's getting a nice pump off of this retracement here, and so we're gonna go into that as well. We're gonna put 7 there. Limit, open, get that. We'll see if those get triggered. That one got triggered. Okay, and then we're gonna do for Metis. We got our entry at $32, and now it's back at a 36 price range, but it's looking like that. I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, that was pretty. I drew this before I got into the trade, and I showed you in the Discord right here trade setups. Metis. I was only up about $7 USDT at my entry of $32, and I said, "Look, guys, this thing's gonna basically trade up Like if you see this pattern, it's just going to do a nice pump to the upside with that support. I mean, once we got into that support, I mean, this is exactly what happened. Look, boom. It literally did exactly that, and it's doing the retracement. A little bit more dramatic, now. So we're getting that retracement, I think, and then we're going to get another move to the upside, which is going to go and hit our take profit at $50. And I can see this happening, and if it doesn't, it's okay. We'll protect the trade. We still made profit. We'll make sure we are not we're at a stop loss. We're in profit. So if we even enter in at $36 to up this trade a little bit, now that the market retraced back into a level that we saw, why not implement the strategy? So that's what we're going to do, and we might end up going in a little bit more. And I know you guys like live trading. All right, so that order was filled, and we will see what happens. All right, we have it. Let's see what the stop loss we had set on here, because we might have to adjust this one because we might do it at a 10% stop loss. Did that do it? Okay, so all right. Okay. All right, and let's see, like with Bitcoin, if it is indeed going to bounce on this level, it'd be a really nice bounce to trade back up into this range, because then it gave us a chance to kind of re-enter back into our trades here and see what happens, because we scalped some good profits off of these over the weekend, and from these entries, it was a really nice entry. And here, just as Metis, as an example, you could have done this with a lot of different coins. The market indeed pumped pretty hard in the altcoins. If you're looking on the daily, or at least the weekly here. Yeah. So let's see what are the outliers here in the altcoins. We have Popcat, we have Render, we have AKT, Akash Network, we have remember 365 days ago Metis was $12 per Metis. I know. There's a lot of stuff that was really cheap, and also to think, guys, I love that no one really talks about Metis that much, because then it makes it to where whenever it starts to do really, really well, all of a sudden everyone's going to start talking about it, and it's going to build FOMO on it. And so if you actually look at Metis right now, Metis is looking like really, really sweet on the chart right now, especially on the 45-minute. 45-minute actually looks super bullish on Metis. I mean, look at the MACD, look at the SMI getting into this kind of oversold portion, even on the shorter time frames here. I don't know if it looks the same on the 4-hour, but actually the 4-hour even looks pretty bullish too. We're back in that trading range. We're back in that range, but you have to think that when Ethereum, just give Ethereum, I don't want to say give Ethereum more time, because I don't want to give Ethereum more time, but I think it is Ethereum's time to start to pump up into these levels and go doop. I mean, look at this pattern, and look what happened to Metis. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm just actually seeing this myself. So if you guys are seeing this with me live in real time, this is us analyzing and finding things real time together. And look at this. Look at this chart on Ethereum, and then look at the picture of Metis and where it just broke out to. It literally looks exactly the same. Like what? Like, look at that. Look at that. It's literally the same pattern. Just it is, give it some time. It will go. It will go. It's going to do this. It will go up. It's just going to hit these levels. I mean, it's bound to. So and maybe get that same retracement. Boom, get that support off this right there, that level. And then we'll be in that range. We'll start to trade up back up to where we were in this range, which was where we had that initial bull flag, but then turned into like an asymmetrical triangle dip to the downside. But that's crazy, guys. I mean, you look at this. I mean, that is very identical. And then you see the how much Metis went up just on a little bit of market, just the market feeling a little bit better about itself. Like the market looked in the mirror that day and said, you know what? You are pretty. You know what? I do like you. and then the market finally turned around. It finally got the confidence. All right, so also we were trading on a Bitcoin long as well, and we took profits on it. We scalped the profits, and what we did is we took that Bitcoin and we sent it into our wallet here. We sent it into our wallet, and so that is implementing our strategy of whenever we take profits, we are going to secure them and just really try and hold on to them as best as we can. And we're doing that with all of our favorite coins. We did it with Ethereum. We bought some Ethereum. It's just couple $100 of Ethereum. Easy peasy. Some people would call that super boring, but I would say it's an easy buy at right now. When you start to think about where Ethereum is going to be, maybe at the top of this cycle. You saw what happened with Bitcoin after the ETFs were actually trading, and then we went into going into the Bitcoin halving. We broke all-time highs. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I know you guys have short-term memory in crypto, and basically a month feels like a year, and everything is just I know, I understand, but literally we were just. If you look in January, February, craziness on Bitcoin before as the ETFs were starting to really start to trade on Bitcoin, we pumped to all-time highs. I got to get a clean chart. I need to get another Bitcoin, a clean Bitcoin chart. Let's use OKX. Let's do that. And then we're going to go to the daily. And guys, remind me, when exactly did the ETF start officially trading? I think it was here in January. I think it was in January. And look at this. I mean, it just started to pump so hard, and then we've traded sideways ever since. We made those lows right there, but then now we've made higher lows on this channel. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. And then we want to remind you that the dollar, I think the dollar is going to be hitting this level very soon. 98 right there. That's what I'm calling it. Starts to go lower than that. It's going to break down. And then gold is going to keep going up. Silver is going to break out. Silver is about to break out here pretty soon. And this is going to be your key, your meta key to now look at Litecoin and look at the oscillating wave of Litecoin in the bull markets. Here's the bull market in 2018, 17, 18. Here's the one in 2021. And here's our bull market right here in 2024. And so this is where we're going to be, and you have to be able to hold through all of this volatility which basically looks exactly the same as this. You go here and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to really hold my pants whenever we get to this area right here, because we're so close, guys. And Litecoin is the metric where you can think, okay, when Litecoin is over $275 per Litecoin, that might be a good time to take profits on most of your portfolio. Doesn't mean sell out of the entire market, but I mean, that right there would be a pretty sweet profit-taking area, if I do say so myself. So that is the strategy and the time trajectory plan that we have on this channel, and for my portfolio personally that I'm doing with my altcoins, with my BTC holdings, and with pretty much everything, like meme coins, all that stuff. We might even DCA out a little bit at the top if something just starts going insane. I mean, something just starts going parabolic, and we end up, hitting a 20x on something really early. We're definitely going to start scooping some profits off the table at that point. And so I'm sure you guys are going to do the same, and it will start to happen. It's just we're only 6 months. We're only 6 months out of the halving cycle of where we have the year. A year is where we have the most parabolic moves for a cycle after a halving, and we are only 6 months. If you go from May, June, July, August, we're only 4 or 5 months. We're only halfway. So that, to me, gives me a better outlook and plan of how much time I have left before I start to think about getting out. I don't want to think about getting in while it was the time to get out. That's where is the most important thing in these cycles, is that you don't want to be the person thinking that you're getting in, that you want to get in and buy in more when it's at the top. I know you're not going to call the top perfectly. We're all not going to call the top perfectly. We don't have the magic crystal ball. But with the charts that I just showed you, you have at least a range and an idea of what has rhymed in the past, not repeated exactly, but has done a bit of a rhyme from previous cycles. And so analyzing this with me and analyzing these charts yourself, and start to look at them and be like, okay, this gives me a window of time to accumulate, and then I have a window of time that I can start to pull out a little bit. And so this is the key. This is the key. It is the key. All right, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Tammy Hatcher. Shout out to Sen. Shout out to R Trades. Shout out to Xen. Who else we have in here? We have Banana Republic. Thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. And Headband. We had Headband. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see how many people we have watching across all platforms. Let's see. Okay, we got 5 people on X. We got 10 people on the YouTubes. YouTube has been very funny and a little tricky with crypto content recently. They're just banning channels and taking channels down with no warning, no explanation. They'll just say community guidelines, and it's like it'll just be a channel literally just talking about Bitcoin. I mean, just nothing crazy. I mean, man, it makes me think they're gonna shut my channel down. I've just been blabbing my mouth on the soapbox over on my channel, but the funny thing is that they did ban my channel and had to get it back. If you guys remember this, it was, I don't know, I think it was maybe before I had maybe before I had 1,000 subscribers or something, and maybe I had a little less than 1,000. And it was in the hundreds. I mean, I was building it up. I felt like I was getting some momentum and traction, and then they were just like, boom, you're banned. And I was like, what the F? So it can kind of come out of nowhere, and it does kill your morale. I will say, like, it's like there's something about it, and it's like, I know there's other platforms that you can go to. Like, there's obviously, there's other things, other avenues that you can stream on. But there's something about when, like, YouTube just gives you, like, the middle finger, and they just don't give you a reason why. You just feel like betrayed. You're just like, wow, like, I use your platform, like, I pay you monthly, like, if you're paying for premium so you don't have ads, like, and they just I just feel like it's disrespectful to the people who use the platform, who like to watch YouTube, who in essence like to use YouTube because almost it's nostalgic for us. It's like we've been on YouTube since 2009, or maybe, I mean, God, yeah, it's been a long time. So, and it's I think it's evolved, and there's some good things and some bad. So, but it's crazy though that they're going the direction of just like straight up banning crypto channels. It's just crazy, I think it's a little ridiculous. And I fought for it. I sent multiple emails, letters. I was like, this is. I said I have followed the rules. Like I have played nice. Like I've done everything that I'm supposed to do. And so, craziness. 2006. Yeah, I was like, no, it's probably earlier than that. Yeah, I was thinking because yes. 2006. That seems more correct. Not 2009. Yeah, 2006 was like what was on YouTube in 2006? It was like, salad fingers. And like E-Bombs World type stuff. Oh man. We don't want to keep going before YouTube, because then before YouTube it was stick death, and I don't know what else. I don't know. Did you guys ever go to the website called stickdeath.com or Z-Thing? Z-Thing was another one. Man. That was like my 2000s memories was like Napster, BearShare, LimeWire, Backyard Wrestling. Yeah, Stick Death was classic, guys. Like Stick Death was absolute like Flash like classic. It was a gem. Like it had mini games on there. It had a whole whole multi series. But Z-Thing was amazing. They were like the first Flash comedy animation website that they made joke parody songs about Cisco's Thong Song and Britney Spears, and it was just like, it was wild. It was wild. I probably shouldn't have been watching that when I was 10 years old, because that was when because it was like about the year 2000 when all that was coming out. I should go to the Wayback Machine, and then we can actually, in the Discord, I've thought about that. We need to do a Discord hangout where we just like we use the Wayback Machine, and also watch some really old YouTube stuff that's in the archive from years past. Because if you remember, YouTube was quite different back then, and some of those videos that kind of got slipped through the cracks, some of those outrageous wild theories that people would make, and they would make these like exposés for 6 hours on YouTube of like this crazy theory. Those videos are gone. The system was like, shut it down. He knows too much. And so those videos are gone. Those videos are gone. All right, so let's check the market. Let's check the market, and I think we're going to end this one. We've been having too much fun now. We've been having too much fun. Where's that new chart? We just had added a clean Bitcoin chart, and it was the OKX one. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, just a nice clean chart. If you're looking at this, how could you not be bullish? How could you not be bullish? How could you not be bullish right now? Look at this. Got a little cup and handle pattern forming with a breakout to target $120,000. My friends, this is what could play out as a metric for going into the election here. This is what I'm seeing in the charts. I know you guys are seeing this as well. We got rate cuts coming. We have the election coming. I think it's going to happen right here. We could see a $120,000 per Bitcoin right here. This is what I think is going to happen. Right there. Yes, sir. Let's see how the trades are doing. Are we up in profit? Yes. We're in profit. I think we're going into Metis. We're going to go into Metis a little harder. I think Metis is just going to crush it. So we're going in. I think we're going in. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I think we're going to start just crushing up here. Look at where we're sitting. Look at where we're sitting at here. Sitting at that support. Sitting at some nice support. Let's get some music. I want to get some music going. Let's get some music going. We need the pump song right now. We need the pump song. Where's the pump song? Let's go. Who else is streaming right now? Is there any other crazy person streaming right now? Or is it just me? Could be just me. Yep. I think it's just me. Off grid with Doug and Stacy. They're streaming though. Let's go. Look, it's literally gonna it's gonna just start going woo right up there. It's like a staircase. I want to really get the entry. I want it. Maybe it'll wick. It'll wick down. I needed to wick down into my price. What's going on, everyone? Shout out to Clean Living. We got Clean Living. We got Tony. Tony with the Miata. Hey, Miata you. Miata me. Hey. We're gonna cancel it because we want to get in. We want to get in the trade on the entry. There we go. All right, filled. It is filled. All right, so let's check the stop losses. We want to make sure the stop losses are readjusted. We're going to readjust these to the proper stop loss at break even. And so because when the market starts to go crazy and you re-enter back, you guys also, you probably don't, you might already know this, but I don't know. Someone actually let me pause the music real quick, guys. Okay, so people and my friends and my wife, they made a good point. They said we don't we don't understand what you're talking about. You need to simplify it. Simplify it. I expect everyone to know what I'm talking about. And that just might be who I am. Like I might need to get better at that if I'm going to be a person that is onboarding people to crypto. Because that's ultimately what this channel, and I think crypto channels are about, is onboarding people to crypto and ultimately helping them use it, find projects to research into, and then, show them maybe some technical analysis and stuff like that. Like ultimately it's crypto education to get them easily onboarded into crypto. And so on these moments where I have an opportunity to maybe explain something, I need to do so because I might just do it and not explain it. And then you guys you might have not known this. So whenever you are in a trade, like say a leverage trade, and you re-entered into the trade on a long or short with the limit order, what it does is it changes your average entry price. So say I got in at $32. Well, now that I re-entered back into the market on some support at $36, my average entry price now is $35. So what that does, though, if you have a stop loss set, it readjusts your stop loss. And this is with every platform. It does this. It readjusts your stop loss to negative. If it was at 0, it was going to readjust it to literally 50 negative 50%. So, but you might not want that. You might want it to just hit break even if you took profits on it, especially if you took profits on it, you took enough that you are what you put in and then some, and you set a stop loss at break even, you take profits on to the downside, then you're golden. So I think 0 is when you've already made the profits is a good level to set. So then you're just protecting yourself. And some people like to be a little bit more less aggressive, and they just they're a little more risky, so they'll let the stop loss go all the way to negative 50% or negative 40%. So then because the market will wick, it'll wick and it'll get you to literally negative 30%, and you're sweating. You're oh my God, I'm gonna get liquidated. It's gonna close the trade. And then it can bounce from there. And then if you had set a stop loss, I don't know, and you walked away, hit at 0, the market bounced, and all you had to do was just kind of wait through a little bit of the volatility, and then it goes to the upside. That is literally has happened to me, and it's frustrating. I'll tell you that, because you were this close, or you were just okay, if I would have just held on just a little bit more. But the way that you can kind of combat that is you can, when you enter in and you're in profit, you can go ahead and just set the stop loss. Just set the stop loss. You watch the trade, set the stop loss at 0, set the stop loss at, close to 0 to negative 1%, 2%, I don't know, 10%, even 10%. And then once you're in profit, then you can start to scalp the profits off, set the stop loss, set your take profits as well, because when the market goes up, that's what happened with these trades. I set some take profit ones, areas where I saw resistance, and they ended up hitting those take profits. PEPE hit the take profit real fast because PEPE started to just rip. And so both of my PEPE trades that I had open, I ended up just hitting those take profits very quickly. And so that's what is ultimately also a great strategy in trading, is you have the opportunity to literally go in the chart, see where you're going to hit resistance, and then set a take profit. So right here was the max point of Metis, where you could say, okay, we're hitting some bit of resistance here, and I set some take profits, and the same with Pepe, and then you go in, copy that price like this on the chart, 36.43, go to the take profit, and if you already have one, or you can add one, so you have multiple take profit points. You can have a take profit 1, take profit 2, and then so you don't even have to like be at the charts to be making money, taking profits. And that's the same with the stop loss to the moves to the downside. And so right here, you got your take profit here. So I have the take profit. So I already have a take profit set at $50, and then that's taking a quarter of the trade. So once Metis gets to $50, if I want to set my take profit to take half the trade, then I'll be scalping that right off the top when it starts to hit those levels. And hey, maybe we'll just do that right now. We will take half the trade right at that take profit. We'll readjust it, and there you go. So we readjusted it, and so I think we're going to be on the money trading up into, and we'll probably take profit probably a little sooner than that. I mean, if it starts getting up to $40, that's another resistance level as well right here. You can see, but we'll have to see where the market goes. But shout out to Lake the Great. Looks like we got an influx of people. I don't know if the YouTube numbers are correct, but I think I talked enough. I think I talked enough YouTube. I think I talked enough YouTube philosophy to get people in the stream. They were like, okay, all right, we get it. Okay. So welcome all new people. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. This is Dano Crypto. We stream Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Mondays, we do go on the Moon Show. So if you type in the Moon Carl Runefeld, the Moon, we do a live show. They do a live show Monday through Friday, and I'm one of the guests on Monday. And so if you want to catch me on there, that'd be super awesome. And yep, you're kind of catching the end of the stream, though. We've been streaming since 8 o'clock, so you kind of miss the best parts. You're coming into the end. But if you want to go back, you want to watch some stuff, you want to go into some of the content that I've made over the past couple of months, that would be cool. You can leave your comments and thoughts below. That helps out the algorithm as well. But what we were just talking about was proper risk management on the trades. And if you guys are wanting to trade these markets, whether they go up or down, we have all of the partners in the description, and we have some fancy QR codes. If you want to donate to the channel to keep the cause going, that is my Bitcoin address. You can scan that and donate your Satoshi Nakamoto Bitcoin, the ones that you got from Satoshi Nakamoto himself, from the treasure of Satoshi Nakamoto himself. No, just kidding. You hold those Bitcoins. Hold them forever. You never sell your Bitcoins. All right, guys. I want to do a vote poll in the chat. Should we talk about Tron meme coins? Should we talk about the Tron ecosystem? Where are we going? Are we going Tron or Solana? Tron or Solana? Tron or Solana? Oh, is someone emoting in rhythm? Boo, 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 doo, 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 doo. Smash the like if you want Tron. Destroy the like if you want Tron. Come on, we got to get the likes up, guys. Come on, please help me get the likes up. We need to be at 20 already. If I've been streaming for almost an hour and we're not at 20 likes, if you're on the TV, you have to hit up, right, select. That's how you hit it on the TV. All right. It's looking like we got Tron. We have one person saying Tron. We talked about Tron earlier on the 11:30 live stream. We mentioned that in terms of what would be a good play right now with very little liquidity and margin. If you have like small like say you're like, okay, I got like $60. Well, you're probably better in the Sun Pepe and Bird Dog kind of range. These two seem to be the ones that I am kind of vibing in terms of the how the website looks, how the chart looks, how the market cap looks. That these are above the $1 million mark. They covered the 1 million. They've stood over the $1 million mark longer than the 24 hours, so that's good. They're not like just dumping, getting that little pump and then a dump. They're not as valuated up as fast as what, say, Sundog and Tron Bull, things like that. The ones that are the ones that are being mentioned the most now by obvious people. We have Crashies Clay, with his call, Tron Bull. I don't know how much of a call it really is when it might be his token itself. So who knows? I mean, at this point, because I mean, I've read so many things now. It's like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, when someone has made millions and can move around liquidity in different tokens of what different wallets of, said ecosystem, they can put a lot of money in a token. And it just makes them a whale. It's not a bad thing, but it just means that if they're finding this said token, and with their influence, people are going to buy it. And so, is that why the market cap is so high, and is that why it got up so fast? I don't know. Probably not, because that's pretty fast. That's really fast. So I would say, in the terms of something not moving up so fast, and you get maybe an opportunity right here in terms of something under $10 million market cap, might be worth looking at, possibly. But all this is like super gambling. It's a super gamble, and you got to check the liquidity. Is the liquidity locked? Has there been major sell pressure up at the highs? Do you get any recovery after the sell off? Do you have any green candles after the obvious sell off when people hit the top? You're gonna have people sell when they're in profit. I mean, you look at the top, you look at the top traders, you look at the transactions. Even the fact that they bought here, they didn't buy here. They bought here. They're this thing. Let's give this thing a shot, and they were able to make $70K. But how much did they put in? What was it? Put in 1,000, another 1,000, another 1,000, and then this was 2 days ago, and then they started selling when it started to get up and frothy, and they just kept selling. They bought in. They were like buying back in too. They were like they were really trying to trade. They were like, let's go. But see, they're better off just doing it in like one or two swoops, but this isn't even in the past 2 hours, in the past 4 hours as well. Interesting enough. All right. So yeah, guys, right now we're looking at Sun Pepe. We're just looking at the chart. We're analyzing the chart. We're looking at people who made some money, seeing if this thing could be worth diving into in the short term here. Like I said, if you got $50, you got $100, and you're willing to lose it. You're willing to just lose it absolutely to zero. Then I would mess around in this Tron narrative right now, at least in the short term. This is the other one, Bird Dog. Not as much liquidity locked, but pretty decent amount. It's not terrible. But then what I'm interested in is the tokens that Da Vinci has been talking about, like Orc and Waffles, and then also PONKE on. And I mean, he hasn't been talking about that, but I've been talking about PONKE. I think PONKE is going to be one of the most successful Solana meme coins and going to probably surpass them all. The content is unmatched. The content and what they're actually doing as a coin is unmatched. They're doing like they did back to school giveaways. I mean, they've given away like tons of money. They're just like really good at putting themselves out there in terms of almost every single meme narrative and like funny joke or whatever it may be. Like they're on it. Like they're dominating on TikTok, Instagram in terms of content and stuff like that. So like PONKE, I'd keep an eye on the PONKE army. The helmet's on for sure. But the helmet's also on for Orc, though. Like we're very bullish on Orc and probably going to start. I mean, this is already playing out exactly how we were thinking. We're saying, look, we established these really nice range here, pumping off these all-time highs, and like I said, you know, when you get a coin, and especially meme coin that can pump up to the all-time highs and then hit that support and then trade back up into at least halfway. Like at least going up halfway, then that shows strength. That shows that, okay, people are willing to get back in. They're not like, oh, screw this thing. Like, you know, they're even the people that were whales, you know, maybe they took some profits up here, but look, they bought back in, you know, like they wanted to get back into this thing, and maybe they're going to hold it for more long term, you know. Maybe they're building up their moon bag, and then they're going to let this thing ride off into the sunset. You know, when when Solana's $500, $600 a Solana. This is how you have to operate in terms of your mental capacity of what coins you would want to hold, because a said coin is going to go up. It's going to carry the market. Solana at $1,000, what is going to be the top performing coins under that then? And it's going to be crazy. So I'm kind of betting on that Orc, PONKE, and Waffles are probably going to be the best performers of any Solana coin for this cycle, and we're gonna put our money where our mouth is, and we're just gonna invest in all three of them and just see how they do. We are not gonna take profits until we obviously get to that point of the market where it starts to get heated. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. This is the time trajectory going in after the election. We might even pump going into the election, hitting over $100,000 per Bitcoin, which means that Solana probably is going to be at like $300. Ethereum is going to be at 5K, breaking all-time highs, and then it's going to carry the strongest meme coins and the strongest traded volume meme coins, which if you look at CoinMarketCap, on the meme section, which is one of the top narratives right now, the top traded volume token in all memes across all meme markets is Pepe. Still, it's Pepe. And then let me show you something even better. Let me show you a metric even better that will make you so bullish on Pepe and the narrative of memes in general if you are not on that wavelength yet. So this is the top 24-hour traded volume of the entire market. Pepe is in the top 10. It's the top 10 traded volume token in the entire space. Right up under Tron. Now, I don't know how else I need to explain this to you guys or get you to understand that you could maybe just buy Pepe and nothing else. Could literally probably just buy Pepe, nothing else, and you would still outperform and probably do really well and not be as stressed, and know that with the success of Pepe comes the success of the entire meme culture and the space itself of memes. I know it sounds crazy. But it's going to sound real sweet whenever you can say, I retired my family off of a frog. I know you guys are waiting for the day that you can say that. You can say, someone comes up to you, say, what happened? Everything has changed for you. Just so much success, so much wealth. What happened? You say, well, I bought a coin called Pepe, and Brett, and Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 Inu, and then they're gonna explode in front of you. So, I hope they're just not going to be able to handle it. They're going to be like, and then they're going to just pop, and then you'll have to like literally get them off of you, and then you'll just go about your way. But yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy, guys. That's kind of how I feel about the next 6 months and the next 6, 7, 8 months going into this bull cycle, because like I said, we're halfway through. We're only halfway. We still have a little bit of time, but the time is running out. Come on, Chainlink $11, AVAX like $26. Come on, this is rookie numbers and embarrassing. And the fact that you guys are thinking this is it is craziness, is absolute craziness. Matic at 50 cents. Come on. This is nonsense. Thorchain at $4. Come on, this Thorchain could be at $50. Could just keep going down the line, but man, craziness, guys. Just be prepared. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, Amelia. LMP said, Link, Render, Pepe, Alluvium reached 1,500 last cycle. Alluvium. Oh, yeah, Alluvium. Where is it at? Is that it? Did it really go up that much? Oh my God, it did. I thought you were crazy. I was like, did it really go that high? That is wild. The Alluvium's all-time high was $2,800. What on earth? Wow. That is wild. I didn't realize that Alluvium went that high. Oh my God. Man, so then $44 for Alluvium is just a steal. If you believe in market cycles. Holy moly. Craziness. All right, well, we almost got the stream. We almost got the stream to 20 likes. We almost did. We were close. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to just keep going through the week. We're going to bring you the news. We're going to bring you the charts. We're going to update you on the trades. And, yeah. Sweet dreams. Have a good night or day, whatever time you're watching. Whoever you are, wherever you are. Thank you. I know, I'm just ending. It's all good. You got to come into the next one. I need you. I need the LMP. So let's see you tomorrow, eh? Yeah, we'll see all the OGs, the Dano Dojo crew in the streams tomorrow. And all the new people. If you are new, thank you for tuning in. If you did not catch the beginning of this stream, you can always go back and rewatch it, and make sure you rewatch the one that I did earlier today. And also, if you go in the community section on the channel, you'll see that I posted the link for the Moon Show, and that was a really nice show and conversation with Mr. M and Da Vinci, J15, Da Vinci Jeremy himself, the legend who called Bitcoin 13 years ago, before it was even worth $1. So definitely check out that episode, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Oh yeah, picking it up, yeah. Like LMP was saying, picking up that overtime, getting that cash in. This is the time, guys. This is the time to lock in. And if you've been on the fence, or you're just like, man, this is the time, guys. I mean, this is like, we're going into election. Like, there's so many things that are catalysts for the markets to do something. Now, that doesn't come without its volatility and the shakiness, and moves to the upside and moves to the downside. But guys, the trick is that you stick with it and you take profits and you don't get slaughtered. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next live stream. Peace.